Hi everyone, this is Dr. K.V.N.PRASAD. Welcome to another video on astrology and Vastu. Today we are going to talk about Mahadasha, Vimshottari Mahadasha's results for every planet. Okay. This question keeps coming me even during my consultations. People see YouTube videos or basically on various other conversations, right? People have a preconceived notion about expecting certain results during specific dasha periods. Okay, so let's talk detail for every planet and then let's talk about that. Before we go into the each planet's dasha system, a quick background on the dasha systems. There are totally 32 types of dashas are there. Out of 32 types, the most popular one or widely used one is Vimshottari dasha system. Vimshottari means it is 120. So this dasha comprises of total 120 years. In Kali Yuga, a human lifespan is expected to be 120 years. That means a person born should experience all the dashas of all these 9 navagrahas, 9 planets. Okay, that is the expectation. But how many years are we living? Right? We are not even touching 100. Very few people touch 100. Right? Okay. That's the background. Again, this 120 years is not equally divided. It's not 120 years divided by 9. There are various, each planet has its own weightage. Okay. We will talk about that weightage as we talk about for every planet. Okay. And the planet's order of dasha system is based on the nakshatra lordship of the planets. So out of 27 nakshatras, 9 planets own these 27 nakshatras. Okay. So the first nakshatra goes to Ketu. The next nakshatra goes to Venus. Ketu, Venus, Sun, Moon, Mars, Rahu, Jupiter, Saturn and Mercury. 9. Then again, when the 10th nakshatra comes, the same cycle repeats. Okay, so this is the order, and that is how the dashas are calculated. So we are all born in different nakshatras at the time of our birth. Based on whatever nakshatra we are born, whoever is the lord of that nakshatra, that planet's mahadasha will start. Okay, according to the Vimshottari dasha system. So now let's talk about, in today's video, Ketu, because Ketu is the first nakshatra lord in that 27 nakshatras. Alright. So Ketu, out of these 120 years, Ketu controls 7 years of the Vimshottari Mahadasha. Okay. So what can you expect? A lot of people think that the moment the Karaka Ketu planet, today we are going to talk about Ketu, so we'll talk about Ketu. When we talk about Ketu, Ketu is a malefic planet, there will be full of problems. Right? Nothing good will happen. Like that, people think, and then or people get scared. Based on the readings or other whatever the knowledge or whatever they hear. First, you have to understand. This whole dasha system is devised and the lordship has been given for each planet is the planet is responsible to deliver the results based on that horoscope to the native. Okay. So whatever the bhavas, the houses, those planets are associated with, those results they have to deliver. That is their duty. Planets cannot deviate from their duties. Think about a government office or a police department, a policeman or security personnel standing in the airport to let people in, right? Without the proper documentation, even if that security person's own family member comes, he or she cannot allow that person to go in, pass the security check. What is their duty? Their duty is to properly check the documentation of the people who are coming in, security check, then let them in. If a person coming there doesn't have the required documentation, that he or she cannot let them in, right? Please remember that. What best he can do? Maybe he can just cut the line. They say, okay, boss, you don't have to stand in the line. You come here, I will check you in. That is the only benefit that person can do. Same thing in this planets. So, for example, Ketu, you have to look at, for every person, where is Ketu positioned, in which house it is in, what is the house, who is the lord of that house, is there any other planets conjunct along with that, is there planets aspecting Ketu, then you have to look at it. So the events are, this Ketu has to deliver whatever the bhavas it is responsible for, that it has to deliver. The only thing is how is what is, there can be some variation. That is where the karakatva of that planet will come into picture. Say, for example, Ketu, somebody does a job change. So Ketu is denoting there will be a job change. Okay. So the job change, it has to deliver, it will deliver. But what it will do? The nature of the Ketu, it is a malefic planet, right? So the job environment, the native will not like it. Either the company may not be a good, reputable company, or the company might be situated somewhere outskirts or underdeveloped area, or it's a very far off place, then the native has to travel a lot, like that. Another thing is, another big main karakatvas of Ketu is, one is inclination towards the spirituality or detachment. The person may say, I don't want it, I'm not interested in that area. That type of characteristics or the thought process will come in. Okay. Then there could be another problem is, Ketu is a very good planet, not in the good sense, is like it plays a vital role in medical diagnosis, creating confusions in the medical diagnosis. During the Ketu dasha, even if say for example, somebody has to fall sick or get some disease XYZ, the doctors may not be in a position to diagnose the disease correctly. The reports will come incorrectly, or the reports will show differently. Okay. Even if they show, the doctor may not arrive at the proper treatment because of the complexity of the disease. Okay. So these type of confusions it will create. Another thing is, Ketu is also responsible for surgeries. So there is a good chance that during that time, you could be involved in surgeries. Again, the other bhavas has to support. Okay. The surgery. So doctor's knife, surgeon's knife has to touch the body. This includes cesarean deliveries. Okay. So these are the basic karakatvas one you can see. But again, remember the Ketu Mahadasha, their duty is responsible to deliver whatever is mentioned or whatever as per the chart to that person. Okay, if a person's chart shows like a long distance travel, when you're going to foreign land like that, then Ketu will help person to get the visa processing easily, or to get the green card or a permanent residency easily without much of a hassle, because Ketu is a malefic planet and a separative planet. And also it touches the 9th house and 12th house. Then definitely you can say, don't worry, you will it will help you to go through this visa and then PR or green card process easily. So but that horoscope, we have to see the bhavas it is connected. It is not just connected 9 and 12, it also connects with 3, 6, 8, 12. Then it will create documentation issues in visas or in green card processing. It will further delay, right? So that also gives that you have to look at the which are the bhavas is this planet Ketu is covering, and then only that bhava result is the one it has to deliver. It cannot escape. So we want to talk about what remedies you can do for Ketu Mahadasha if something is bad. What you have to do is you can chant the mantra for Ketu, which is there on my website. Okay, that mantra has to be chanted within 21 days for every 3 months until your Ketu Mahadasha ends. That is number 1. And number 2, you can wear a 9-mukhi Rudraksha. Okay, when the Ketu is bad and it is delivering bad results, do not wear the gemstone of Ketu. A lot of people think that if there is a negative planet, by wearing a gemstone of that planet, it will make positive. It will not. It will make your situation worse. This I am telling repeatedly to all my students and to the clients. They come, they would have visited or consulted so many other astrologers. They would be wearing. Then I see the problem. I see when you are wearing these gemstones, I will tell them to remove it and watch for 2 weeks. You will see the results. I'm very sure it will come. I know what the result it will come. It's only for them, for their satisfaction. So do not wear a gemstone if that planet is negative. And the other thing is, on a Tuesday, you can go to the temple, Navagraha temple, and do the pradakshina of the Navagrahas in an anti-clockwise direction. Tuesday is for Ketu and Mars, but if you do it in a clockwise, that will go to Mars. So you have to do the pradakshina around the Navagrahas anti-clockwise. And you can worship Lord Ganesha for Ketu. Hope you like this video. We will talk about another interesting topic on another day. Thank you.